Okay, so remember, I'm teaching you how to think, not what to think. So let's dissect this question. How do this affect the country's GDP or economy? Well, you've got to break down that question before you can answer. Here's how you would break it down. Well, first I need to know what natural resources are. So I'm going to define that for you. Natural resources are things found in nature. That's it. Anything found in nature that's not made by man, but it's made by nature, is a natural resources. So I'm just going to say anything found in nature. Can dirt be a natural resource? Absolutely. I've actually seen people sell dirt. If you don't believe me, go to Walmart. Or, sorry, I don't want to use Walmart on the internet. Go to any place that sells gardening equipment and go to the back where all the plants are, and there's these giant bags, and they are just full of dirt. That's all it is. And they're selling dirt. It's incredible. Dirt is a natural resource. Is dirt a very valuable natural resource? Not really. Dirt's really not a big-time natural resource. What would be a valuable natural resource? Gold, maybe. Diamonds, yes. Let me ask you this question. Could fresh drinking water be a natural resource? Yes, it could. Because if you're living in a country where all the water is polluted, and you've got the only place, you've got the only well in the whole country that's got fresh drinking water that people are not going to get poisoned by, then guess what? People are going to buy that water. And yes, we sell water, don't we? I see some water on your desks right now, which you're not supposed to have. Some bottled water, but that's okay. People buy water. Okay, so water's a natural resource. I've even heard of people in Los Angeles, they're selling oxygen. Oh yes, you can go into these stores, hook yourself up to a face mask, and breathe pure oxygen for the charge of whatever they charge you for half an hour or however long you're going to sit there. They're called oxygen bars. Oh yes. And the reason that exists is because the air in Los Angeles is so polluted that people will actually pay to breathe pure oxygen. Go figure. So oxygen is a natural resource. Air. They're selling air. Who would have thunk it? Dirt is a natural resource. Water is a natural resource. Are those valuable? Not really, because they're everywhere and anybody can have them. But gold, diamonds, silver, uranium, fish, trees, those are all very valuable natural resources. How does that affect a country's GDP? Well, think about it. If you've got a valuable natural resource, like you got a bunch of diamonds under your soil, and all you got to do is reach down and dig a little ways, and you get a diamond out of the soil, then guess what that's going to do to your economy? Is your economy going to be very good or very bad? It's very good. The more valuable the natural resource of the country is, the better your economy is going to be, or the better the GDP. If you don't know what GDP stands for, GDP is Gross Domestic Product. It's the power, it's what you have output. It's what you produced in a year. That's what GDP is. So if you don't know that, take that note. Pause the video and go back and take that note for GDP. And that's how you measure economy. That's why I put or economy, because GDP is our biggest measure of economy. That's how we measure all the world's economy. We look at that one number. What's your GDP? I think the GDP of America last year was something around $16 trillion. That's a big, giant GDP. And then you got other countries in the world with a small GDP, like $100 million. Well, guess what? There are some people in this country that have $100 million in their bank account. Their money outweighs all of what a country produced last year. That's pretty incredible to think about. So back to it. How do natural resources affect a country's economy? It's a very simple answer. Valuable natural resources lead to a very good economy. If a country has not valuable resources, or non-valuable natural resources, the economy in that country is going to be pretty low or pretty bad. Thanks for watching.